Check the numbers, ain't no games, I'm moving with precision. Put some respect on my name, I feel like Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen, Scottie Pippen, Scottie. They be always shooting shots, but they be missing. Scottie Pippen, Scottie.
Next up, you could say the NBA Sportsmanship Award honors the player that's here for happy. So, who won the NBA Sportsmanship Award for the 2020-21 season?
Was it Drew Holiday, Chris Paul, Jimmy Butler, or Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I think this player is very underrated, and here's a hint. They also won the championship that same year.
Always good to get that chip.
Chip, get it?
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony and Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Well, Cole Anthony has made a name for himself when it comes to hitting cold-blooded game winners. He said, I do this, man. I was bred for this. I'm not the type to go high. I live for these ending moments in games. Crunch.
Just like his dad right next to me. David, thank you very much. Now the starting group for Orlando. Hampton out there with Anthony. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then there's Wagner. And it's Portis in at center. And for the Hawks, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young is out there with Young. And it's Reddish in at the small forward position. What do you think, Brett, happens to a team with its chemistry at this stage of the season? Teammates have spent clearly a lot of time together by this point.
Well, I think you try to find ways to still keep practice entertaining and try to find those days off and sneak in some things that are, outside of what the monotony of a season might be over the course of 6 or 7 months. So continuing to be creative with a day off, maybe visits in the city to someplace that guys haven't been before, team dinners and things like that to still promote the camaraderie you want and togetherness of the team, Kevin. That becomes extremely important at this point in the year.
Here's Carter. Portis trying to free himself. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Hampton.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part, Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
Portis kicks to Anthony. 5 on the clock. Over Young. And the shot falls short this time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Young from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Young's got 11 points.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Hampton passes to Anthony. Now Wagner. Magic moving the ball around. Anthony in the corner. Another miss by Orlando. And it's the Hawks ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. It's up a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big who can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
And Young kicks to Young. Poked away. On deep. Another three for Atlanta.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Now, here's Hampton. Defended by Young. And the basket by Hampton. Hampton's got his second bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Young dishes to Young. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. From deep. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's Anthony with the drive. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Now, here's Hampton. He's guarded by Collins. They get it back. Carter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
And Wendell Carter Jr., not the biggest center, Greg, listed at 6'10". In fact, most reports would have him pegged at 6'9".
And Carter Jr. plays like a 7-footer. Got that 7'4" wingspan and great head on his shoulders that levels the playing field with his height.
Young taking his time here. The three. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Who's coming off a 13-point game against Houston. A shot by Hampton with no one around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hampton's got 7 points in the game. Capella, high post. Looking for Young. He gets it there. There's the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Anthony, the pass to Carter. He kicks to Hampton. Rebound, Atlanta. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
4 on the clock. Young from outside. They grab their own miss. That one drops for him.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Young with the steal. He takes it in. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Inside. And that's off the glass and in.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Young outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got 30 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Anthony left side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Clearly a foul.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Atlanta?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Johnson comes in for Collins. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Reddish. And it's Burks in for Trae Young. Hands it from downtown.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Young with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. From the arc. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
De La Rosa passes to Lucas. Ejected by Young. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
The Magic making a switch here. Fultz is checked in. De La Rosa defended by Young. De La Rosa. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Hawks leading by 23.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth. 2 minutes.
Young outside. Shoots the 3. Doesn't go that time. So Orlando will take it the other way. And there's the pass to De La Rosa. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul. Team third.
The Magic have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 1:40 left here in the first quarter. Young outside. Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got 39.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Fultz, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Lucas against Young. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
De La Rosa passes to Watkins. Ejected by Young. 36 seconds left in the first. This one for three, and got it! Another basket.
Another night, another 40 points in the books for him. What a season.
Greg, you're right. He is edging ever closer to the second place mark for most 40-point games in a year. Fultz the pass to De La Rosa. They get a hand on it. Lays it up and banks it in.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And so it's Atlanta holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll get right back to the action when we return. A completely new group on the floor. Young passes to Capella. Hawks passing it around. Young outside. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And so in the game for the Magic, Anthony is out there with Hampton. Then it's Lucas. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's Portis in at the 5 spot. Carter kicks to Lucas. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Anthony. For 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Growing up in a military family, John Collins moved around a lot as a kid, Brent, getting to experience different parts of the world.
Yeah, interesting upper. Utah, moved to Guam, lived in Turkey, was in the U.S. Virgin Islands. That's a lot of life experience for any kid growing up, let alone a guy who's trying to find his way in competitive basketball. John Collins, maybe playing soccer on all those military bases has helped out that footwork a little bit, Kevin.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Trailblazers really lit up the floor. He scored and it... number of points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Here's Anthony. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Now, here is Young. Defense right on him. From downtown. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. Reddish kicks to Collins. Young for 3. And another one falls. Amazing. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Anthony against Young. Outside Anthony. Rebound Atlanta.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Well, Orlando shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. And the rejection by Collins.
No, sir. Collins sending that one away.
Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Pass to Collins. Capella, high post. Young outside. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. That shot misses. The Magic shooting 41% for the game. Anthony, the pass to Lucas. Anthony drawing the double team. Kicks to Hampton. Ball's knocked loose. And now here comes Young leading the break. Takes the 3. Here's Capella. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Anthony against Young. Anthony's shot is off.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And here's Young from the arc. The shot comes out, and Orlando the other way now. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
A nice shot by Young.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Anthony looking it over. Pass to Hampton. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young is out there with Young. And it's Reddish in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Rick, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Young outside. Shoots over Portis. That one wide left. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Magic. Young with the steal. Stops. Pops. He got it again. Sensational.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. The pass to Hampton. Back to Anthony. Passes to Wagner. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. Wagner kicks to Anthony. Over Young. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Young outside. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Anthony. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Hampton. Rebounded by the Hawks.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Young outside. Jacks up a 3. And good! There's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Anthony, the pass to Carter. Poked loose. Here's Hampton. Pass to Carter. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Young outside. To the inside. It's stolen by Carter. And here we go. Hampton heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Hampton.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Johnson comes in for Collins. And Orlando making a change here. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. Three-pointer. Atlanta again missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And the basket by Hampton.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Young outside. For the 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Hampton. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. Hampton's got 17.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And here's Young from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Now the pass to Wagner. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his...
Substitution on the court.
Riley against Wall. Passes it to De La Rosa. To the left side wing. Wagner finds Fultz. Basket good. Fultz has got 4 points this quarter.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
Young outside. Fires for 3. And yep, another basket.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That is his first foul of the game. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Riley. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Wagner passes to Fultz. Rebounded by Capella.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all that you need to know.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. To the paint from 11 feet away. And that one's good, Wagner.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
Young outside. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Wall looking for an opening. Pass to De La Rosa. Fultz with the ball. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game, 4 on the shot clock. There's the triple. It's the three-point bomb. Fultz has got 7.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
And it's slammed in by Young.
He's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And it's Wall with the ball for the Orlando Magic. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. De La Rosa passes to Lucas. Here's Wall. He has 6. Clock at 6. And the pass to De La Rosa. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. On its way from Young for 2. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks able to put on a show for the ages. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So on the floor for Orlando, we've got Wall. He's out there with Fultz, and it's Hughes in at the 3. To the middle, here's Wall, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
Wall against Young. Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care. And you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
Wall against Collins. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Fultz. Fires from deep. Again, what an avalanche!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Can they get it? Got a hand on it. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Fultz against Young. From deep 3-point range, another 3 for Atlanta. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
It's okay to be a kleptomaniac during a basketball game. Look at those steals totals. A lot of effort on D from them tonight.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Atlanta.
Hits it again. Wow. That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Okeke passes to Wall. Down low, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Young against Wall. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Collins kicks to Young. Shot clock at 3. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. It's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now here's Wall. He's covered closely. To the inside. Here's Watkins. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Fultz. And that one misses. 2021 was an unusual season, to say the least, for players, coaches. Brent, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do, and I'd show up every day to do it. And I commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis, not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit. And the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year to support the players deserve a lot of credit as well. And I'm glad we're through that.
Orlando, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Schroeder finds Wall. That three off the mark. Hawks have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Getting some solid looks for them. And here's Young from the arc. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
No good from outside. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Orlando Magic. Here's Schroeder. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Hawks have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. And a deep three from Young. Orlando grabs the miss. Pass to Hughes. Shoots over Burks. Here's Watkins. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Young against Wall. The three. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
The Magic have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Young from outside. That shot missing, so Orlando will take it the other way. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Wall's gotten only 4 of his 11 shots to fall here so far. Young outside. Lets it go with the three. The rebound by Hughes. Well, Orlando shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Burks against Wall. And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate, Tim Duncan, get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim, and the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization.
Passes it to Watkins. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Cole Anthony.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Shot from 12. Pass to Connaughton. Back to Young. Rebound by the Magic. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance
for the Beast.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
And the layup is good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And here's Wall outside. Again, the miss by Wall.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
There's the pass to Connaughton. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time.
with that bull. Better pay me, Scottie Pippen. Jumping out the gym, yeah, I ball like Scottie Pippen. Check the numbers, ain't no game.